Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In the beginning of this year, I posted a video talking about how to reset your life for 2023, and that's where I walk through all of my 2023 goals and where it is that I'm trying to go this year. If you haven't checked out that video, I'll be sure to leave it in the cards above. And since we are now about 6 months into the year, I still can't believe it, then I wanted to use this time just to do a goals reset, just to check in with you guys and see like how you guys are doing with your goals as well as keep you updated with how my goals are doing. I love producing this type of content because it gives me accountability for what it is that I'm doing. To be honest, you're the only people that I check in with my goals and go through every single detail. I do share my goals with Hubs, but I don't do it with as much detail just because I like to give him more of a summary of what it is that I'm doing. And then if I have any questions, we just kind of have more of a dialogue about that. But with you guys, I like to just kind of lay it all out on the table, whether it's good, it's bad, like I just share with you guys everything. So I wanted to do that again this time of the year. I still can't believe that we are already 6 months into the year and we only have 6 months left. I do feel like a lot has happened and that I have accomplished a lot, but I also feel like I've had to pivot from what I originally wanted to do. So without further ado, let's just jump into like where it is that I am. First, let's talk about health. I really wanted to be at a healthier weight this year, and so I had a personal trainer that I had started with in the beginning of 2022, and so I still have that trainer now and I love working with her. And now we're more focused on a lot of lifting heavier. I actually just PR'd for like the first time in like my squats as well as like my deadlifts and my chest press, and that was just so phenomenal mentally for me. I had never done anything like that before. This is very new to me, this strength training, lifting world. And so as I'm learning so much about it, I have been trying to just document my progress and my workouts and the things that I couldn't do before, as far as like being able to do any sort of chin-ups or being able to do heavier weights. Now I can squat my body weight, which has been actually crazy to me. Actually, I think I actually squatted more than my body weight. But anyway, getting to a healthier weight, but also picking up more habits and routines that are healthier for me overall and closer to the goals that I'm trying to achieve. And strength training 4 times a week has been one of those things where I've been consistently doing that. So I started with that in the beginning of the year. I am still strength training 4 days a week. I have a little bit of a different type of split right now. I have a glute and ham focused day, an upper body day, a quad day, and then a total body day. On the other days, I'm just doing cardio or stretching or maybe even some yoga, but it's not the heavy lifting that I'm doing on the other 4 days. So when taking a look at my goals for 2023, when it comes to health, I did not achieve my goal of hitting 170 pounds, but it is still on the goals for fall of 2023. By September 1st, my plan is to be at my goal weight of 170. Right now I'm at about like 182, 180. I start to like waver a lot between the two, between 180 and 182. So I'm trying to get past that plateau so that I can start to really see some changes. I will say that even though I haven't necessarily seen a weight change on the scale, my measurements have definitely changed and I have noticed that my clothes are fitting better. So still excited about that. I know that the scale is just a number, but it is something that is important to me. And as I am trying to get down to a healthier weight, I do know that certain numbers aren't necessarily healthy for me and my body type. So that's why I'm still trying to hit that goal. Also, to hit that goal, I will be completing 2 5Ks this fall, as well as possibly another half marathon. We'll see how my timing ends up going. But in the meantime, I will still be trying to do my strength training as well as my cardio to help get faster. One thing I was able to do in the first half of the year was to complete a metabolism test. I really wanted to do that in order to understand where my metabolism is and my calorie intake as I am trying to lose weight. And that has really helped me out to understand like where I can increase my calories, where I need to decrease, and also how I just metabolize calories in general. I was really excited that I was able to do that test. In addition to continuing with my 4 days a week of strength training, as well as eventually hitting those 5Ks, I'm also trying to increase my mobility. I've been doing yoga for a couple years now, so that has definitely helped me with my mobility and my flexibility. Now I'm looking to venture into completing a split. I used to complete splits when I was little and I took gymnastics, but my flexibility has definitely changed now that I'm in my early 30s. So I have a lot of work to do to get back there, but we will definitely get there with consistency. And that's something that I've been really excited about, is being so consistent with my strength training, with my running. But I will definitely keep you guys posted on how that ends up going, and we can definitely do another check-in later on in this year. But in the meantime, you may see different shorts where I am giving you guys just different snippets of where I am with my workout journey, so I hope you guys are looking forward to that. So my next goal was related to family, and that was really to spend more time with family, going to see them, especially with the pandemic. I didn't have a chance to go down and visit my family as much as I wanted to. I live in Maryland. I have family in North Carolina as well as Florida, a little bit in Oklahoma too, but I really wanted to do a road trip. And so Hubs and I ended up driving down to Charlotte, spending some time with one of my cousins there, and then driving through South Carolina in order to see my family in Jacksonville. I had never actually driven through South Carolina. I had never been to Columbia, and I really, really enjoyed it. I loved how slow but nice it was. We had really, really good brunch. It was overall a really good experience to be able to just relax for a little bit. We did work like one day. That's the privilege of working from home. You can work from anywhere pretty much, and I really enjoyed being able to have that type of flexibility as well as spend time with family. So upcoming, I do have a retirement party that I've been planning for my mom, and I'm really, really excited for that. We've been planning it now for about 6 months, and now that it will be happening in early July, we are almost there, almost at the home stretch, and I will be ready to just be done with the party and able to move on with other things. But overall, I'm just hoping that my mom really enjoys the party and we're able to celebrate her. Also in July, I have a family trip to Kentucky to go to both the Creation Museum as well as seeing the live Noah's Ark that was built. That is probably gonna be the most crazy experience. To see a rebuilt Noah's Ark up to all the measurements that were written in the Bible, that just seems like such an amazing thing to see. I believe it's called the Ark Experience in Kentucky. So that's gonna be a really, really fun family trip. So I'm looking forward to that, as well as my anniversary trip in October. Already have that planned. So different family events, those are things that I'm really, really excited about. Those are things where I get to spend quality time with my family and really just not think about work. So I'm looking forward to that. So next on my list for goals was doing more renovations to our house. I just have not done them at all. We do plan on moving at the end of the year, and right now I decided to have a real estate agent come in, walk through and see where it is that we could do smaller types of improvements that would really help our rental income when we do decide to rent our current condo. And it turns out that she said that there weren't too many things that we should do outside of painting, maybe some minor changes, but not nearly what I thought that we should do. So I just decided instead to save the money and use that on a future down payment instead of spending it right now, because we're not gonna get the value back for it. And that's just something to weigh your options. If you are a person that's looking to buy a new home, if you are a person that's looking to renovate your home and trying to find out the value of your renovations versus when you go to sell it or when you go to rent it, and if you're not gonna make that up, it really just doesn't make sense to do it. And I'm just trying to be smarter with our investments right now, so we're just not gonna do that right now. If I decide to change my mind, maybe then we'll do it, but just as of right now, I just don't see the use of it. So my next goal has actually been the hardest for me to do, and that is actually to spend more time focused on my business. You may have noticed that I have changed my channel from previous content last year where I was focusing more on health and nutrition, and I do still find that very important in my life, but I really want to focus how I can help people into more of the space of life coaching. And so with that, I have decided to update my website as well as focus my content, whether it's my YouTube videos or eventually I'll be sliding more into the blogging space. And with that, I want to focus everything on helping people to be more productive, helping them to recognize their goals, helping them to be more accountable. Those are all things that I find to be more of my calling, and that's what I want to shift more into. So So already I've been posting at least one short per day for the past couple weeks, and that is something that I've been really proud of myself to do. I did finally figure out that you can schedule shorts ahead of time, and so being able to do that has really saved me in my time, and now I'm focusing on producing more long form content of one video per week. I did take a break from YouTube for about a month and a half of posting long form content, and now I want to get back to doing that consistently. Since I took that break, it's been really tough for me to get back into it, but I'm really excited to provide you guys with more consistent content and help you guys where you want to be helped. So if you have any video ideas or any suggestions of things that you want to see on my channel, feel free to leave those in the comments. I will definitely want to do those for you guys and really service you guys more consistently. So my next goal is related to product management. If you guys don't know, I am a full-time product manager and I post YouTube videos on the side. And with product management, I absolutely love it. I enjoy the company that I work for, and I really want to spend more time being intentional about being in this business of tech. Earlier this year, I had a goal of completing a Power BI course. I did complete the course, but unfortunately I did not pass the exam in order to get the Power BI certification. And so I probably will try that again sometime next year, maybe. I don't know if I even need it for my job, and it's not something that is a game changer in order for me to excel in my work. It's just something that's really good to know. But I also realized that my company isn't even fully implementing it yet, so I don't even have the work to do when it comes to Power BI. And it might just make more sense for me to use that time playing around with Power BI at work and then using those skills to pass the exam and receive the certification. In the meantime, I have been looking for other courses to complete. So I've been looking on Udemy and Coursera. There are plenty of courses around for leadership, and that is what I really want to step into, because eventually I would like to be in a management role, even though I'm not in a management role. Different companies work differently, but typically product managers do not have anyone that reports to them. But there are many different skills that you can have as a product manager that really help with budgeting and profit and loss statements and planning roadmaps. So I do more of the planning the roadmaps piece, but getting more into the business side of things, that's what I really want to do without getting an MBA. I just don't want to get one right now, and I don't know if that's even necessary in my field. I'm just trying to weigh the pros and cons of spending money on education, like a 4-year degree or a 2-year degree for a master's, versus completing courses and getting certifications that help me to be more specialized in what it is that I'm currently doing now, as well as gaining those skills that are transferable and I can use in other roles in the future. This isn't necessarily a goal, but I have been reading more books and listening to more audiobooks so that I can gain more skills in leadership. And recently a book that I read was The Most Powerful Woman in the Room Is You by Lydia Fenet. And that was a book that has definitely inspired me to challenge the status quo, challenge my own insecurities, and really be more confident in my work in order to move to the next level in my career. I will definitely leave a link to the book below, just in case it's something that you want to check out. In product management, in any company that you typically work for, networking is really important. And as I am trying to strive for challenging myself, opening up myself to networking opportunities is definitely something that I've been looking for events where I can connect with others, or reaching out to people in my field, using LinkedIn to connect with people. LinkedIn is something that I feel like sometimes people sleep on a little bit. Sometimes it can go more in the social media realm of like people posting personal things, but for the most part, it's really where people are looking to support one another, especially those who are getting laid off in the tech field right now, pass on resumes so that others can find new jobs, and that's what I really like it for. One thing I did have as a goal related to my product management role currently is I wanted to create more communication channels in my current role, and that is something that I have been able to do successfully, and so I've been really proud of that. So my last goal category was related to finance. And in finance, I really wanted to be able to save over $30,000, and right now I am on track to be able to save that. I really wanted to do that for us to be able to buy a new home. And with the interest rates going up, I've been able to take advantage of high yield savings accounts, and those have been helping to compound the interest in those accounts to help me save faster. If you aren't familiar with high yield savings accounts, I'll be sure to leave an article where you can learn more about those and help you to find a bank that works best for you when it comes time for you to save more. Financially, I was also looking to invest consistently, and so my goal was $50 a month, and I actually exceeded that goal with being able to invest over $100 a month. I really want to continue to challenge myself to learn more about investing, especially when it comes to stocks, options, mutual funds, all of those different categories. There's so many things that you can learn regarding finance, and I'm really excited to challenge myself and learn more. I found that auto investing was the easiest way for me to invest consistently. Then I didn't even see the money to miss it and have to manually transfer the money from one account to another. By me just auto investing, I just didn't even have to think about it and the money was there. I'm also teetering with the thought of having a set amount of money that I make monthly. I've never really challenged myself in that way to make a certain amount of money per month. I'm not sure exactly what it will be yet. I was teetering with maybe $12,000 a month, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that yet. It may be a little bit more, just so that I can achieve the goals that I'm trying to hit by the end of the year. I know it may sound crazy for me to just tell you guys the number, but to be honest, I just want to be transparent. I like to use this channel as an accountability forum, a place where people can share dialogue and be able to support one another. And I definitely feel supported by you guys when I share my goals with you. And I hope that you feel supported in my channel and in this space by sharing your goals too. If you're looking for inspiration to hit more of your goals, then you'll definitely want to check out this playlist. Now, don't forget to hit that like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.